I hope this doesn't look crazy. I can't see anything without my glasses like this. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the Winter Growth Challenge 2022. Today we'll be talking about all the guidelines, what this challenge will entail, and of course I'll be showing you guys like my before hair starting point, I guess. I'm super excited for this challenge. This is my first winter in a new climate. I'm used to very dry, harsh, cold winters, and for the first time I will be in a more humid, more mild winter climate, so I'm really curious to see how my hair will behave during this winter and see how it will affect my results, if it does at all. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all as excited for this challenge as I am, and let's just get right into it. So for this challenge, I wanted to keep it super simple, and I really wanted to do something that we could all kind of do together. I normally don't put in like one specific scalp treatment or hair mask that I want everyone to do, because I know that everyone's preferences are really different, but I think it'd be really fun if we all tried to do the Star Anise scalp treatment that I showed you in my previous video. I will have it linked up in the cards for you guys. It's super easy to make, and the Star Anise is such a nice, festive, essential oil with so many benefits for the hair that I talked about in more detail in that video. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But I really wanted this treatment to be the basis of the challenge. So for the entire 3 months, this is the only scalp treatment I'll be using. I might switch it up once or twice if I need to make a new batch or something, but I really want to see how this one works for my hair. I want to see how the Star Anise oil performs on my hair, and I want to see the results it gives me. So this is going to be the main base of the challenge. That being said, if those ingredients aren't accessible to you, if it doesn't work for you, if there's something with the ingredients that you're allergic to, please feel free to use your own scalp treatment DIY that you like, or if you want to use a store-based one, if that's easier for you in your lifestyle. Some of my favorite store-bought scalp treatments are the Rosemary Scalp Treatment from the Innate Life, the Berber Care Growing Season Hair Oil, and I also really like the By Aram Hair Oil. So I will have those linked down below if you guys are in the market for a new scalp treatment. If you don't want to make a DIY, that's totally fine. You guys also know how much I love the inversion method. I include it in pretty much every single challenge. It's just such a great way to stimulate hair growth, and I find that it always gives me really good results, so I want to include that in this challenge as well. So if you're going to be doing the inversion method, you would only need to do it for 1 week each month. Don't do it while you're on your period. It can make you feel kind of sick if you're inverted while you're bleeding, so that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't want to do the inversion method, or if you can't due to any health concerns, or if you're pregnant, I'm also including the Ayurvedic scalp massage method that I used in the Winter Growth Challenge back in 2020, and it was super successful. A lot of you guys really loved it, and I actually really enjoyed it too, so I might be alternating between the two methods. If you've never heard of the Ayurvedic scalp massage, I will include that video up in the cards as well. But really quickly, this method focuses on massaging specific points on the head that are marma points. So the first one is about 8 fingers up from your brow bone, so it would be about right here. The second point is 12 fingers up from your brow bone, so it's like right at the crown of your head. And then the last point is 4 fingers up from the nape of your neck, so it's like right there at the base of your skull. And then there's also a really nice point right here behind your ears that you can massage as well. This method of massage is really great for reducing anxiety, improving emotional well-being, and overall mood. It's also great for improving sleep, reducing insomnia, and then of course encouraging hair growth and reducing hair loss. And the other benefits of it, like the whole mood boosting and reducing anxiety, all of those things really contribute to how your hair grows and like how much hair you lose a month. So if it can help you kind of improve your emotional well-being, you're going to see improvements in your hair regardless of what else you're doing to it. So I think this method is really well-rounded, and again, if you want more details on it, I'll have that other video linked up in the cards for you. But I think I'm going to alternate between the inversion method and the Ayurvedic method for my scalp massages. And I personally like to do my scalp treatments about 2 to 3 times a week, like every single time I wash my hair. The frequency at which you do your scalp treatments is up to you. You guys can do it however often you'd like, or as infrequently as you like. And same goes for the scalp massages. You can do the Ayurvedic method every single night before bed if you want. It only takes about 10 minutes and you don't have to be inverted, so it's safe to do every single day. But like I mentioned before, the inversion method should only be done for 1 week each month. Next, as always, I really like to focus on being consistent with hair masks and your routine in general during the challenges. So I personally like to follow a capillary schedule, and right now I'm following one that Hair by Olive Marty made for me. She made me an extended 3-month capillary schedule program that's completely customized to my own hair care needs, what type of products I have on hand at the moment, and what my hair goals are. I will have her Instagram and website linked down below if you're curious or if you're interested. but that is what I will be following during this challenge. So far I've been following it for almost a month and I'm really happy with my results. If you don't like following capillary schedules, that's totally cool. You can do whatever works for you when it comes to hair masks. Again, this depends on your hair type, your hair needs, your wash routine, your lifestyle. Honestly, as long as you're being consistent and doing what works for you and you know kind of like what's working for your hair type, that is key here. So, and then of course, limit heat as much as possible. I know this can be difficult during the holiday season. I don't expect you guys to like not use heat at all, but if you're somebody who likes to use it every single day, if you can try to limit it, even just limit a few days out of the month, like if you can just reduce heat like 4 days out of each month, that's already going to make a huge difference in your hair. If you are going to be using heat, I really encourage you to use a heat protectant. Try to extend your style as long as possible, and then being consistent with the rest of your routine, like with your hair masks and just taking care of it in general, that will really reduce the amount of damage that your hair is going to experience. Then for the month of January specifically, I thought it would be really fun to do like a 30-day protective styles challenge. I did one of these way back in the day when I first started my like hair care Instagram stuff. Basically for like, I think I did it for the month of November. It was like 30 days of braids, just to keep my hair protected, keep my ends protected. And at the end of the month, my hair felt so nice and thick and healthy just because I was able to reduce damage so much that way. At that time, it also really helped me to reduce my heat usage because I used to straighten or curl my hair literally every single day when I was in high school. So that really helped me to like move away from the heat and like cut it off cold turkey. So I think that would be really fun to include for the month of January. Obviously, you don't have to do it 7 days a week. I think like it would be really great if we could just wear protective styles 5 days a week. And then of course, if you have an event or if you're just not feeling like doing your hair that day, you don't have time, just wear it however you feel comfortable. I'll probably be wearing braids and buns the most. I just find those the most comfortable for me and they usually work really well, but you just can choose whatever protective style that you like the best. And I'll try to upload some really easy ones here as well if you guys are looking for inspiration. But that is pretty much it for the challenge this year. And then of course, if there's any extras, like I mentioned earlier, you can change up the scalp treatment if the one that we're using for this challenge doesn't work for you. Please, if you want to take any hair growth vitamins or supplements, if that's something that you're already doing, you feel free to continue to do so or add that in. I don't really like to include that as like a thing in the challenge because not everybody really needs to be taking hair growth supplements. Like unless you're deficient in something in your diet, there's not really a need to do it. So that's totally your preference, and please don't take any supplements without talking to a doctor or pharmacist first. And then if you really want to go hardcore and do protective styles the entire 3 months or like 2 months of the challenge, you're absolutely free to do so as well. Like no one's gonna stop you. That'd be super cool if you did, but that's not something I expect from everyone, obviously. I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, but the challenge will be starting on December 1st and run all the way to March 1st. So we have 3 months of hair growth ahead of us. And here is just a summary of what this challenge will be. So feel free to screenshot this if you need to. I know it's sometimes easier just to read things and see it scheduled out instead of like listening to me ramble on about it. Like the summer challenge, I won't be measuring my hair. I've not been measuring my hair at all since I cut it, and that's mainly because I find that measuring my hair just stresses me out, to be honest. Like I don't think I felt that way when I used to do it, but now looking back and like having not done it, I feel like it's just unnecessary. And now that my hair is layered too, I feel like it's harder to be more accurate. So I'm just going to be taking photos like I did for the summer challenge, and I'll be using the same white tank top that I did for the last challenge so that I can compare to the last challenge as well and show you guys like before and afters. I will be taking these photos with my natural clean hair, with my natural texture. It's just the easiest way for me to be consistent. My hair today is looking a little crazy because I had it in like a half up bun at work, but this is kind of the length right now. Like my boob is right there. And that's where the length is. And then I'll show you the back as well when my hair is like cleaner and more in a normal state, because this texture is not my natural texture. It's just crazy from the bun. Yeah, I do have layers in it right now, and I'm planning on getting them touched up at the end of the challenge. And during this challenge, I'll likely be trimming my bangs, but those don't really count anyway. And yeah, I won't be trimming anything off the ends, obviously, because then like what's the point? But that is it for the winter growth challenge for this year. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. And I hope that it's simpler and easier to follow than last year's challenge. I'll also be posting something on Instagram about the challenge, so if you follow me there and want to screenshot that or like save the post so that you can always refer back to it, you can totally do that. And of course, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will try to get to as many of them as possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited to start this journey with you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.